Hi everyone, Shaler here with Crypto Investors Academy, and today I wanted to do an overview on EOS. It's been a little bit since I've checked out EOS, and so it kind of intrigued my interest today to take a look at it. So I thought I'd make a video of it and let you guys see what I think about it and where it might be going, and take a look at the roadmap for it. So I was invested in this. I picked it up when it was at $3.40, and it moved up to $9, $10 pretty fast, and then it kind of hovered there for a little bit. And so if you know much about me, I do a lot of day trading and swing trading, but I like to do them in companies that are very solid. And so I went ahead and I pulled out of that one, and I went to some other ones that I found interest in that were looking bright, and that like to kind of move fast. And so I thought it's been a little bit though. I'd like to check out EOS again and see if it's something that is going to pick back up and is worth getting back into. And so let's go ahead and dive in here. I'm going to take you through my process that I do. So the first place that I go is going to be to coinmarketcap.com. And I'm going to take a look at their circulating supply versus their total supply. Just kind of give me an idea of what they got out there. If they have over a billion and 200 billion, and just if they have a huge supply of coins, then it makes it really hard for their value to go up. And so circulating supply, I like to see if it has at least 50 to 75% of the total supply out is usually a good sign, because when they have less than that out, it means that they can just kind of flood the market with more coins at their disposal. And so it's something that I kind of look into. If they don't have too many circulating, then I want to go and look at when they can, how they plan on releasing their total supply eventually. So in this case, they've got over half, so that looks all right there. Their market cap is 5.4 billion, so they're definitely a big company. I like to look at and invest in anything that's over 500 million. Anything below that, I consider it a micro coin, and they're just higher risk, and you just need to know what you're doing for those ones. And then I go down here, take a look at their markets and see how many exchanges that they're on. So, I mean, EOS has a lot. So usually I like to see 3 to 5 exchanges. Okay. The reason for that is because it just shows a little bit more adoption. It makes it easier for people to go get. It's really inconvenient if a coin is only listed on one exchange and you have to go create an account, sign into it, this or that. Okay. And then I go check out their website here. And I mean, I always like to look at the aesthetics, make sure it's just, it's just nice sound looking. I'll move my face here again for you guys. And going down, so their test net is live. You can now build on it for testing to see how it gets. I believe their main net is going live in June of 2018, so this year. And I kind of come down, just kind of read their tabs a little bit, see what they're good for, or what they're working on. So their infrastructure, so their blockchain, and they're working on, you can put apps on them, so they're like Ethereum basically. Biggest thing with platforms right now and infrastructure is their scalability, is that we have scalability issues for it to become massively adopted right now. And so it's really good to see that that they're focusing on scalability. So, and then usable, flexible. You can check out their white paper. Usually I look at everything first, and then if I like everything about the project, then I'll dive into looking at their white paper, but it's not something I jump into right off the bat. This is a great video right here that's worth taking a look at and watching, thought leadership. So I'm going to do a video on like the top 5 people or top 10 people to follow when it comes to crypto that are really big influencers in the space. But one of them is Brock Pierce. And Brock Pierce is a big investor in EOS. And he's a big investor in a lot of companies, but he's a big investor in EOS, and he is a very, very intelligent guy. He's got a unique dress code for himself, but he's very smart. I mean, he's been in this since the beginning of time. So to see him as a investor in EOS is very cool. All these videos that they have on here are very intelligent, and very opening videos. So they show a lot of promise, which is something that I like. you're going to notice when you come onto a site, if they don't, a lot of sites just don't even have videos like this. It's hard to find the team even. And those are the coins that aren't worth investing in. But when you see this type of activity, that's something worth investing in. And that's something worth checking out and diving into some more. So you can go check out their announcements. I believe announcements are just what they have previously. Let's go take a look though of maybe what they've already done. So yeah, so it's what they've already done. So you can see their activity. Okay, so announcements is a great way to kind of see their activity. Let's go look at EOS Dawn real quick because I don't know what that is. It was put out December 4th. So Dawn must be their test net is what I'm guessing, what you can build on for practice. Sometimes if this gets too, technical and above your head, just kind of stick to the main points that I'm focusing on. So public test network, okay, has been released along with a public test network, which will be maintained by the Block.1 team. This release provides an alpha implementation of most of the remaining features described in our roadmap for fall 2017 and originally targeted for completion by December. So they hit their completion date. As published in our roadmap phase 2, minimal viable test network was to demonstrate the following by fall 2017. Peer-to-peer, WASM, sanitation. So, I'm not a techie guy, and a lot of this is honestly over my head when we're talking tech lingo. You get better at it and you understand a bit more of it as you kind of go along. And I do understand quite a bit of what it's talking about, but for this audience and for this purpose of looking into EOS, I really don't want to dive into the technicalities of it all. Okay, so we're going to skip back here. Let's go check out their I didn't mean to touch that. So I'd watch a lot of these videos. A lot of them are really good. I definitely haven't hit them all, but I definitely have checked out quite a few that are more recent. And I know I saw their team down here too. So I usually go and subscribe to like their Twitter and I join their Telegram. Those are the two that I usually join up on. And let's go see more because I know they've got let's go check out their roadmap. So I like to see an active roadmap. So phase 1, let's get out of 2017 and get to 2018. Okay. Phase 3, phase 2. Okay, so phase 2, and it looks like they had done all this stuff from when we were looking at that last page there. Phase 3, testing and security audits for winter and spring of 2018. So this is going to be our quarter here. So during this phase, the platform will undergo heavy testing with a focus on finding securities issues and bugs. At the end of phase 3, version 1.0 will be tagged. Develop example applications. Example applications are critical to proving the platform provides the features required by real developers. So bounties for successful attacking network. So it looks like they're just really focused on security here. Language support, adding support for additional languages to be compiled to WASM. So it looks like they do their programming in WASM language, and they're going to be adding C++ and Rust and so forth. So that's really cool to see that they're adding other languages and supporting other languages because the rest of the world works on like C++ and a lot different languages than what blockchain's working with. So, and not all of them are that way, but for the majority, like we're working with two different languages that are making it hard to kind of bring them together. And so it's good to see projects that are working with language support and bringing those two languages together and being able to support them like JavaScript and so forth. So, because that's kind of what the rest of the world is used to using, and we don't want to make all of them learn a whole different language. We kind of want to make it and kind of incorporate both of them and bring them together. So that'll make it a lot easier for mass adoption and for that reach. And then phase 4, parallel optimization, is the summer and fall of 2018. After getting a stable 1.0 product to release, we will move toward optimizing the code for parallel execution. And then phase 5, cluster implementation for the future. So It's not the most detailed roadmap that I've seen. They definitely have a little bit more detail up here for the quarter of 2018, which doesn't surprise me because that's the quarter that we're in right now. So I would like to see that by the time we finish up quarter one here, that they'll kind of bring us some more detail here on phase 4 and phase 5, which I'll keep my eyes open and I'll make sure to do a video on it if they do and keep you guys updated. So that's the roadmap there. Let's just shrink back, check out the last few things. So let's go all. So roadmap, we've got news, community, conferences, blogs, meetups, software guides. I'd like to look at the team, if we can find a teams tab on here. So, I mean, I know I've seen several of these guys in the videos, very intelligent, but I'd like to see it on there. I'd like to see it on their actual website here and see if we can't get their team. Maybe send a developer log. Okay. Well, I would show you guys these videos, but it doesn't work with my mic plugged in. So I can't really show you the videos, but go check out the videos for EOS because that's where you're going to find their team at and the people that are the developers that are working on it and the CEO and so forth. Really smart people. They've got some solid investors behind them. I don't see much going on in quarter one that's really going to do much of a spike. I don't think. I think the summer of 2018 is really where we're looking at having the mainnet launched and having some things really go live after all this testing is done. So I'll keep my ears peeled for how the tests go on the test net and just kind of see what kind of activity and success they have. And that should give me a good indicator moving forward of when EOS can kind of start to pick up. So yeah, I'm excited for this project. I definitely think it has a really bright future ahead of itself. And I know some people that are heavily invested in it. So best of luck on your investments, you guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Keep up to date with some of the news that I've got coming out. And I'll keep doing overviews every single day on new coins and even old coins as well. So look forward to it then. Have a good day.